In this video, I wanted to talk about SEO audits. I think this is an important topic for small businesses who are looking to either hire an SEO agency or if they're even attempting to kind of start their own SEO strategy. Um, you'll often hear a lot about, the first step is to, if you're trying to improve your SEO, is to perform an SEO audit. And while this is true, the actual value of an SEO audit isn't actually that high. It's more of just like it's kind of explained as a first step. It's not supposed to create a roadmap for how you start to improve your site's overall SEO. The whole reason this is important is because when you're hiring an agency, a lot of low quality agencies will put a emphasis on the SEO audit. And here's how it usually is. Either an SEO agency will contact you or, you'll contact an SEO agency and they'll tell you that they'll provide a free comprehensive SEO audit. And when you don't kind of know that much about SEO, that sounds pretty impressive. But the type of SEO audit that they're talking about is basically an automated feature that is present in every SEO software tool. So really, they just click a button and they get a SEO audit. So it really takes them all of, maybe 10 seconds. So it's really not that much that you get, but that they do kind of try to push the fact that, you do get this quote unquote audit for free. Another thing within SEO audit is that it finds a lot of problems that usually aren't very major. And, for example, it'll find that, if you have certain pages where the meta title is too long, or maybe certain images on the page don't have alt text, or they may not be as optimized as they could be. And yes, these are all SEO problems, but they're generally very minor. And if you spend your time trying to fix all these problems, you're not going to notice much movement in your rankings, especially in the kind of modern SEO. But here's the part where it kind of ties in with a low quality SEO agency. When they find all these small problems, they then say, well, look, that's all the stuff that we're going to go and fix. Now, that's a problem because when you hire an SEO agency, they allocate a certain number of hours to your site. And those hours are just based on how much you are paying them each month. And so if they spend all of their time fixing these small minor problems, it's really a waste of your money, because almost all these problems that they find you can either fix yourself, or you can hire someone for a probably very low hourly rate, and you'll get the exact same results as the expensive SEO agency. Another problem is that when they say they're going to fix these problems, they don't take that long to fix. So they may say they spent 5 hours trying to, fix all your alt text, but actually they probably spent 30 minutes. And that was all outsourced. So they paid a person probably between, $5 and $10 an hour to go and fix that. So, but they probably charged you $100 an hour. And that's how most SEO agencies that put a big emphasis on a free site audit make their money. Now, I don't want to say an SEO audit has no point or no value, but it should be used as the very basic starting point. you can think of it like, let's say you were going to buy a used car and you pop open the hood on the car, and the first thing you would do probably is to check the oil. Now, that's a very important thing. However, that doesn't tell you everything about the car, and it's just one small part. And that's kind of how like an SEO audit is. It basically just helps you when you first look at a new site and you want to see if there's any huge glaring problems, and then you move on. And then you start to look at kind of you then look at the site as a whole. You look at the type of keywords that the site is intending to rank for. And then you look at the competition and you start to then put together your entire SEO strategy. So you honestly don't ever use a basic site audit as your SEO blueprint. And so I thought this video was important because I see so many small businesses, lawyers, doctors' offices, things like that who get kind of taken advantage of by this. I don't want to call it a scam, but this kind of sales pitch that a lot of SEO agencies use. Um, if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.